Hello students, in this lecture I am going to do the questions which are numericals which are based on the latent heat. So first question I will read because those who are not having this book, Concise Physics ICSC Concise Physics by Selena Publishers. So for them I will read the question so they can note down it afterwards. Here numerical 1 and these numericals are based on the latent heat. Question number 1. 10 gram of ice at 0 degree Celsius absorbs 5460 joule of heat energy to melt and change to water at 50 degree Celsius. There is 10 gram of ice at 0 degree Celsius and after absorbing 5460 joule energy, it changes into water at 50 degree Celsius. Calculate the specific latent heat of fusion of ice. SHC of water is 4200 joule per kg per Kelvin, and in degree Celsius also it will have the same value, 4200 joule per kg per degree Celsius. So see here, first you see here starting in the beginning it is at 0 degree Celsius ice. It is 0 degree Celsius ice and it has to change into water at 50 degree Celsius. Water at 50 degree Celsius. So see here, what will be the order of the change? In which order this change will take place? किस क्रम में, किस ऑर्डर में ये चेंज होगा? Ice cannot convert directly into water at 50 degree Celsius. First, it will change into water at 0 degree Celsius. Because first it will melt. When it will melt, it will form the water of 0 degree Celsius. Because during melting there will be no change in temperature. After that water which is obtained at 0 degree Celsius on gaining the heat energy will be changed into water at 50 degree Celsius. Means here change will be like this. This we say indicator diagram. Indicator diagram means ये बताता है कि ये चेंज किस ऑर्डर में हो रहा है. So now see here. Here it is changing from ice to water, means change of state is taking place. And when change of state will take place, what type of heat is absorbed? It is the latent heat, whose formula is Q equals to ml. Whose formula is Q equals to ml. M is the mass, L is the specific latent heat. It's clear? So here in this change, what amount of heat will be absorbed? It will be equals to Q into ml. But here what is happening? Temperature is changing, state is same, and when state is same and temperature is changing, you remember that which heat will be absorbed or liberated? It is M into C into delta T. M into C into delta T. Is clear? So this change will take place in this order. Now we will calculate the total amount of heat required by this way. Is clear? So amount of heat required. Amount of heat required. So it is equals to M into L plus M into C into delta T. What is M here? If you see, M is given in gram. It's clear? And SHC is given in kilogram. And you have to determine what? You have to determine the value of L. It's clear? So you can write here M 10 gram, that is 10 upon 1000. L you have to determine then 10 upon 1000. C is given how much? 4200. It is given in kg. C is given in kg. So that's why I am taking mass in kilogram. Delta T, change in temperature, 50 minus 0. So simplify. It will be equal to L upon 100 plus here these three zeros will be cancelled. 42 into 50. That is L upon 100 plus this is 0, this 2. This much heat energy will be required. But in the question it is given that it absorbs how much heat energy? 5460 joule energy. Therefore, it will be equal to 5460 according to question. You can write L upon 100 plus 2100 equals to 5460. So what is L upon 100? Equals to 5460 minus, so when you will convert, it will be equal to 336 G. So what will be L? L equals to 3360 into 100. That is equals to 33600. And what is the unit of L? Joule per kg, because here mass you have taken in kilogram. Now see the next question, question number 2. How much heat energy is released when 5 gram of water at 20 degrees Celsius changes into ice at 0 degree Celsius? Take SHC of water 4.2 joule per gram per Kelvin and SLH of fusion of ice 336 joule per gram. Which means here you can see here it is changing from where to where? 5 gram of water at 20 degrees Celsius. This water at 20 degrees Celsius, mass is given 5 gram. Here in the starting you can write mass. And it has to finally change into ice at 0 degree Celsius. So what will you do? First you will make the indicator diagram. Indicator diagram means you have to write that order in which this change take place. उस ऑर्डर को मेंशन करना है जिसमें ये चेंज होगा. Now see here. Here water can convert into ice by liberating the heat. So first of all what will happen? It will liberate the heat and change it into ice at 0 degree Celsius, water at 0 degree Celsius. Is clear? Because directly it cannot change from water to ice at this temperature. Because the beginning temperature is not 0 degree Celsius. सपोज बिगनिंग टेम्परेचर 0 डिग्री सेल्सियस होता तब तो ये डायरेक्टली उसमें चेंज हो जाता. कैसे? लैटेंट हीट को लूज करके. बट इट इज अदर देन 0 डिग्री सेल्सियस. 0 डिग्री सेल्सियस इज द फ्रीजिंग पॉइंट ऑफ वाटर. So see here, first it will change into 0 degree Celsius and then it will lose the latent heat, change it into this. Means here what is happening? Temperature is changing, therefore it will liberate which amount of heat? M into C into delta T. Here you can see state is changing, therefore it will liberate M into L. What is the value of C of water? It is given 4.2 joule per gram per Kelvin. Per Kelvin in per degree Celsius also the same value. 4.2 joule per gram per degree Celsius. Then what is the SLH of ice? So SLH is given specific latent heat 336 joule per gram. So what will be the heat required? You have to find heat required in this case. So heat required equals to Q equals to mL plus m into C into delta T. So here you can see in these values mass is in gram. Here this is also in gram, so no need to change. It's clear? If units will differ, then we will change. It's clear? ये ऐसा ना हो कि C में तो मास क्या हो, ग्राम में हो, और ये जो मास दिया वो किलोग्राम में हो. Then we have to change. It's clear? But here there is no such problem. So now you can substitute everything. What is delta T here? 20 degrees Celsius. Delta T means only the difference of both. It's clear? There is no plus or minus sign. So delta T will be 20 degrees Celsius. So now you can substitute the values and you can do. So further I will not do. Question number 3 you can say, a molten metal of mass 150 gram is kept at its melting point 800 degree Celsius. When it is allowed to freeze at the same temperature, it gives out 75,000 joule of heat energy. What is the SLH of metal? If the SHC of the metal is 200 joule per kg per Kelvin, how much additional heat energy will the metal give out in cooling to minus 150 gram? And its temperature is given 800 degrees Celsius. When it is at its melting point 800 degrees Celsius. 800 degrees Celsius its melting point is also. Which means what will happen? If the metal is in the solid form, then it will melt at 800 degrees Celsius. If it is in the liquid form, then it will freeze at 800 degrees Celsius. This I have told. Melting point, freezing point, both will be same. Boiling point, liquefaction point, both will be same. So here melting point is given 800 degrees Celsius. What does it mean? That if the metal is in the solid form, then it will melt at 800 degrees Celsius by absorbing the latent heat. Similarly, if the metal is in the liquid state, then it will freeze at 800 degrees Celsius by liberating the latent heat. Now what is the question is saying? A molten metal of mass 150 gram is kept at its melting point at 800 degrees Celsius. When it is allowed to freeze at the same temperature, it gives out 75,000 joule heat energy. Means when it is allowed to freeze, so what will happen? It will become solid metal. So it gives out how much heat? Q equals to 75,500 joule. So this is the latent heat here. Because as we know that from this change, it will liberate what type of heat? Latent heat. Q equals to ml. It's clear? So what will you write in the beginning of the question? As the molten metal is at its melting point, therefore by losing latent heat, it can change into, it can solidify, it can freeze. It's clear? Therefore, latent heat lost by latent heat liberated by molten metal, liberated by molten metal. So this is equals to Q equals to 75,500 joule. It's clear? So you have to find the SLH. So as you know that Q equals to M into L. So 75,500. M is given 150 into L. So what is L? This is 75500 upon 150. So when you will cancel this 75,000, perhaps 75,000. Yes. It is not 75 500, it is 75. So when you will simplify, it will be 15 5 ja 500 joule per gram. 500 joule per gram. Now see here, in the question it is said, so this is the SLH, that first part you have done. Now in the second part, if the SHC of the metal is 200 joule per kg per Kelvin, how much additional heat energy will the metal give out in cooling to minus 50 degrees Celsius? Now this metal, what will be the temperature of this metal? 800 degrees Celsius. And you have to cool it up to what temperature? Solid metal. You have to cool it up to minus 50 degrees Celsius. So here what type of heat will be lost by it? It will be Q equals to M into C into delta T. This clear? Because there is a change in temperature. Heat liberated will be Q equals to M into P into delta T. So see here. Additional heat liberated in the cooling. So first you find out the delta T. It will be just minus this. So when you will find out minus 50, that is equals to 850 degrees Celsius. So additional heat liberated in cooling. So it will be equals to M into C into delta T. M is given, what is M? 150. But if you see here C is given in kg. It is given 200 joule per kg per Kelvin. So that M you have to convert in kg. 1000 into C is 200. Change in temperature is 850. So you cancel. So this will be equals to 150 into 170. So this will be equal to 25,500 joule. This heat will be liberated. Now after this, question number 4. So question number 4 says, a solid metal of mass 150 gram melts at its melting point of 800 degrees Celsius by providing heat at the rate of 100 watt. 100 watt. The time taken for it to completely melt at the same temperature is 4 minutes. What is the SLH of fusion of metal? So you see the question number 4 here. It says that mass is given 150 gram. Melts at its melting point. It is at its melting point. Solid metal. And its melting point is given here 800 degrees Celsius. Means it will start melting at this by absorbing the heat energy. Now see here, when it will melt, it will change into liquid metal. What will be the temperature? 800 degrees Celsius. What type of heat will be absorbed by it? So heat absorbed will be Q equals to M into L. It's clear? This heat will be absorbed. So first you find out from here, heat required. You have to find in this question, you have to find a specific latent heat of fusion of metal, means this value of L you have to find. So heat required. First you find from here equals to M into L. When you have written this, then no need to write any statement because everything is clear from here that this metal, solid from this metal from solid state to the liquid state is changing by absorbing this latent heat. So 150 into L. Here value of L will come out in gram. Now in the question it is said that this heat is provided by a heater of 100 watt. 100 watt means heater is supplying 100 joule energy per second. And this change takes place in how much time? So time taken, time is given 4 minutes. 4 minutes, that is equals to 4 into 60, 40 seconds. What is the power of the heater? Power of the heater is 100 watt, means 100 joule energy per second. It is supplying this much energy per second and change is taking place in 240 seconds. So according to question, heat supplied by heater for melting. For melting, how much heat energy is being supplied? So Q equals to M into L. M is given, not M into L, power into time here. Power is given 100, time is given 240. So that is equals to 24,000 joule. But these two things will be equal because here from your data, from your logic, the heat required will be this, and from the question, heat required supplied is this. So according to question, therefore 150 L equals to 24,000. So what is L? 150. So 15 1 ja 15, then 9 15 6 ja. This joule per gram. This joule per gram. This is the latent heat. If you have to convert in kg, how will you convert? Multiply by 1000 joule per kg. That is 160,000 joule per kg. So this way you can convert in kg. It's clear? Now see here. Question number 5. Question number 5. So, a refrigerator converts 100 gram of water at 20 degrees Celsius to ice at minus 10 degrees Celsius in 73.5 minutes. Calculate the average rate of heat extraction in watt. The SHC of the water is 4.2 joule per gram per Kelvin. Specific latent heat of ice is 336 joule per gram and SHC of ice is 2.1 joule per gram per Kelvin. So question says that 20 degrees Celsius water is changing into minus 10 degrees Celsius ice in 73.5 minutes. It's clear? So first you see what will be the order of change. Initial state is water at 20 degrees Celsius and it has to change into it has to change into ice at minus 10 degrees Celsius. So this water cannot change into ice at minus 10 degrees Celsius because water is not at its freezing point. So first it has to liberate some heat and change into water at 0 degree Celsius. When it will be changed into water at 0 degree Celsius, what will happen? Now it will lose the latent heat and change it into ice at 0 degree Celsius. Now it further loses the heat energy and changes into this. So you can see here, so the change will take place in this manner. Here temperature is changing, therefore m into c into delta T. But now we will take c, किसकी water की c लेंगे. Now here change of state, so ml, and here once again m into c into delta T. But now we will take c किसका, ice का c. इसलिए water का c 4.2 joule per gram per degree Celsius, ice 2.1 joule per gram per degree Celsius. These values are given in question. Here mass is given, mass of is given 100 gram, and all values of L and C are also given in gram, therefore no need to change. So first you find out total amount of heat liberated, amount of heat extracted, So what is the total amount of heat extracted? M into C into delta T plus ml plus m into C into delta T. You write the value 100, 40 C of water 4.2, delta T 20 minus 0, that is 20. Then ml, that is equals to 100. Mass will remain same everywhere. Here change of state, N is given how much? 336 plus 100. What is C? 2.1. Delta T is 10, not minus 10. Delta T means only change of temperature, and change is here 10 degree Celsius. इसके 0 से minus 10 का मतलब क्या हुआ? Change हुआ 10 degree Celsius. So this will be equals to 100 into 84 plus कुकुर जो है ये हम लोगों को क्वेश्चन करने नहीं देंगे. 2100. So when we calculate, it will come out 00617 411 1 2 3 3 6 1 3 1 4. This much amount of heat will be extracted. Now this heat is extracted in how much time? So it is extracted in 73.5 minutes. So you calculate in second, 73.5 into 60, that is 4410 second. So average rate of heat extraction, average rate of heat extraction. What is the meaning of average rate of heat extraction? Heat extracted in 1 second. So this much heat is extracted in that much second. So in 1 second, it will be equal to 44100 upon 4410. So that is equal to 10 watt. It will be equal to 10 watt. Now after this, now question number 6 you can leave. There is no need. Question number 7. You see the question number 7. So I am reading the question. The temperature of 170 gram of water at 50 degrees Celsius is lowered to 5 degrees Celsius by adding certain amount of ice to it. Find the mass of ice added. Given SHC of water 4200 joule per kg per degree Celsius and SLH of ice, specific latent heat of ice 336,000 joule per kg. This question has been asked in 2018. Now all of you see. Here question is saying, question number 7. The temperature of 170 gram of water. This beaker is containing 170 gram water at 50 degrees Celsius. It is at 50 degrees Celsius. It's lowered to 5 degrees Celsius. It's out by adding the ice. When ice will be added in it, what will happen? Ice is at low temperature, water is at more temperature, so it will lose the heat energy. By losing the heat energy, that ice will be changed into what? Water at 0 degrees Celsius. Here this ice is at 0 degrees Celsius. By gaining the heat energy from this water which is at 50 degrees Celsius, it will be changed into water at 0 degrees Celsius. But in the question, the final temperature is given 5 degrees Celsius because it has to cool it up to 5 degrees Celsius. तो हम इतनी आइस ऐड करेंगे कि first it changes into water at 0 degrees Celsius, then it further absorbs the heat energy from here and changes into water at 5 degrees Celsius. Means क्या होगा? जब हीट का एक्सचेंज होगा बिटवीन दिस वाटर विच इज एट 150 डिग्री सेल्सियस एंड आइस विच इज एट इन द बिगिनिंग एट 0 डिग्री सेल्सियस, देन this ice will firstly change into water at 0 degree Celsius by absorbing the heat energy from here, and then it will be changed into water at 5 degrees Celsius. Why it will change into water at 5 degrees Celsius? Because in the question it is said that this water which is at 50 degrees Celsius, this you have to bring up to this temperature. It's clear? So thermal equilibrium will establish only when both are at 5 degrees Celsius. नहीं तो क्या है, आइस हीट गेन करता रहेगा. So हमको इतनी आइस लेनी है which changes, which drops its temperature from this to that. So see here heat, what type of heat will be absorbed? ml. Here m into c into delta T, and here water will lose what type of heat? m into c into delta T. So first of all you find out heat lost by, here you have to find which value, you have to find the mass of ice. What is the mass of ice required? So you assume that let the mass of ice required is m. So heat absorbed by degrees Celsius water. So this will be equals to not absorbed, liberated by, because it is losing, liberated by 50 degrees Celsius water in cooling. So it will be equal to m into c into delta T. Write the values. So mass is given 170, but here values are given in kg. Therefore mass will change in gram, kg. 1000 divided by 1000 into 4200 into change in temperature 50 minus 5. So this 3 zeros will be cancelled. 17 into 42 into 45. clear? Then you find out heat absorbed by these indicator diagrams, both you will make this and that, so that it is clear that this change is taking place in which order. So here ml plus m into c into delta T. Mass you have to determine. N is given 336 000 plus it is 336 000 plus m into c is given 4200 and delta T is how much? 5 minus 0, that is equals to 5. So you simplify. 6000 m plus this is equals to so this will be equals to now according to the question this will be equals to this according to now from principle of calorimetry. Principle of calorimetry. Heat lost equals to heat gained. What is heat lost? So heat lost is 357 000 and heat gained is it is 17 not it is this heat lost is this is the heat lost. It is 17 into 42 that you can simplify, multiplication I have not done, and this is equals to 357 000. So by solving this you can find the value of m. It's clear? So now we will do some questions here. 8 questions are left, so that you try to do. I will do some more questions in the next video. So thank you.